Northern League Football Premiership Passion visited Dean Street at a pre-season training session to meet a few of the Shildon players. Name?
Chris McCabe.
Age?
30.
What position do you play?
Centre mid.
What's your nickname?
Taj. Don't ask why.
Favourite food?
Indian.
Favourite song?
Elbow One Day Like This.
Favourite film?
Favourite film? Hangover.
In a film of your life, who would you want to play you?
Russell Crowe.
Who's your football hero?
Football hero? Probably Roy Keane.
Favourite football team?
Sunderland.
Biggest achievement in football?
Playing in the FA Cup third round with Blythe 2 years ago.
Who's the best dressed amongst your teammates?
Best dressed? Craig Price.
Who's the worst dressed?
Ben Christensen.
Who's the best dancer when you have a team night out?
Myself.
Yourself? If you've got the confidence to say that, you've got to prove it.
No, I'm not dancing.
Who spends the longest in front of the mirror?
Christopher Hughes.
Who's the best player you've played against in the Northern League?
Ian Watson.
What's the best game of football you've played in?
Blythe Spartans v Bournemouth, second round of the FA Cup.
What's your biggest football ambition?
To win the league with Shildon.
Right, what's your name?
Ian Watson,
Age?
25,
What position do you play?
left back or centre forward,
What's your nickname?
Busted.
Where's that come from?
I think I look like Busted out the band, you know the band Busted.
Favourite food?
Beans on toast.
Favourite song?
The Libertines, Time for Heroes.
Favourite film?
What's that one called? The Truman Show.
Alright.
Elba film.
In a film of your life, who would you want to play you?
Brad Pitt.
Who's your football hero?
Mark Foster.
What's your favourite football team? Sorry.
Liverpool, Shildon first though.
What's your biggest achievement in football so far?
Playing alongside Mark Foster.
Who's the best dressed amongst your teammates?
Aside from me, Pricey.
Who's the worst dressed?
Gary Forrest, easy.
Who's the best dancer when you have a team night out?
Best dancer. John Toft.
Who spends the longest in front of the mirror?
Taj, he's just come, he does. Taj.
Who's the best player you've played against in the Northern League?
Anthony Peacock.
What's the best game of football you've played in?
In the Northern League.
Or any?
Semi-final of the All England last year.
What's your biggest ambition in football?
To win the Northern League.
Name?
Chris Hughes,
Age?
27,
What position do you play?
centre midfield.
Nickname?
Hughesy,
Favourite food? Favourite song?
Meatloaf but out of hell.
Favourite film?
Dumb and Dumber,
In a film of your life, who would you want to play you?
Owen Wilson,
Who's your football hero?
Paul Bracewell,
Favourite football team?
Sunderland.
What's your biggest achievement in football?
Nutmegging Brian Rowe last season against Whitley Bay.
Who's the best dressed amongst your teammates?
Probably Danny Richmond.
Who's the worst dressed?
Gary Forrest, ridiculously bad.
Who's the best dancer when you have a team night out?
Stevie Johnson,
Who spends the longest in front of the mirror?
Danny Richmond.
Who's the best player you've played against in the Northern League?
David Pounder.
What's the best game of football you've played in?
PlayStation last night, 4-3 win for Sunderland against Newcastle.
What's your biggest ambition in football?
To win the league with Shildon.
Right, name?
Stephen Baptist,
Age?
20,
What position do you play?
centre mid,
What's your nickname?
Vaptor,
Favourite food?
steak,
Favourite song?
any,
Favourite film?
Dumb and Dumber,
In a film of your life, who would you want to play you?
Brad Pitt,
Who's your football hero?
Ryan Giggs,
Who's your favourite football team?
Man United,
What's your biggest achievement in football?
probably signing professional contract with Gateshead.
Who's the best dressed amongst your teammates?
I don't know. Probably see Dick has probably got like, some good gear.
Who's the worst dressed?
Ben Christian,
Who's the best dancer when you've got a team? Who's the best dancer when you have a team night out?
Probably me.
People who say that have got to prove it.
No, no.
Who's the best player you've played against in the Northern League?
In the Northern League. Against, don't know. Haven't really played in the Northern League, so
Who's the best player you've ever played against then?
probably Sanchez Wash for Leeds.
What's the best game of football you've ever played in?
Probably was it for Gateshead against Darlington in the cup.
What's your biggest ambition in football?
Get back into the pro game.
Ben Christensen,
Age?
24,
What position do you play?
right back.
What's your nickname?
Grinchy.
Where does that come from?
People say that I look like the Grinch, but I clearly don't.
What's your favourite food?
Indians.
Favourite song?
Quite like U2 stuff. U2, Beautiful Day.
Favourite film?
Dumb and Dumber.
In a film of your life, who would you want to play you?
Probably have to be Brad Pitt.
Who's your football hero?
Alan Shearer.
Favourite football team?
Newcastle.
What's your biggest achievement in football?
Probably playing Sunderland's first team.
Who's the best dressed amongst your teammates?
It's a tough one. Probably Chris McCabe.
Who's the worst dressed?
John Toft.
Who's the best dancer when you have a team night out?
Craig Price.
Who spends the longest in front of the mirror?
Warren Byrne.
Who's the best player you've played against in the Northern League?
Probably Paul Robinson, Whitley Bay.
What's the best game of football you've played in?
Probably for Blythe against Whitley Bay in the FA Cup.
What's your biggest ambition in football?
Win the FA Vars.
Name?
Stephen Johnson,
Age?
30,
Position?
centre forward,
Nickname?
Bellboy,
Favourite food?
pasta,
Favourite song?
anything Oasis,
Favourite film?
Scarface,
In a film of your life, who would you want to play you?
Rambo,
Who's your football hero?
Justin Keegan,
Favourite football team?
Darlington,
Biggest achievement in football?
playing at Anfield,
Who's the best dressed amongst your teammates?
David Gordon,
Who's the worst dressed?
Stephen Johnson,
Who's the best dancer when you have a team night out?
definitely Stephen Johnson,
Who spends the longest in front of the mirror?
Chris Hughes,
Who's the best player you've played against in the Northern League?
Ian Dixon,
What's the best game of football you've ever played in?
Sunday, All England Cup, Sunday Cup,
What's your biggest ambition in football?
to win the Northern League.